right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. So USDJPY trade recap. Let me explain what I saw. So it's going to be a very short video. So first thing first, I'm not going to cut this, so that I'm just going to explain this, okay, on hindsight. So USDJPY was at least reacted from this zone, but I saw this as probably a retracement because overall we had a break of structure here already. So because we have a break of structure here, we might expect that price should continue to the downside. Ouch. Okay, so what happened? This is weekly. Remember, this is weekly, so we're drawing the storyline. So we have weekly rejecting weekly right there, weekly reject weekly, and we also have this is weekly reject weekly, and of course price broke structure here. Okay, and this is open close level on the weekly, but on the daily time frame, this is the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we have a nice support turn resistance here. All right, but on this particular broker, price did not touch it. Look at that. Okay, price did not touch it on that particular broker, but then we also have a break here and we have an inducement here. So at this point, I was actually looking for more selling opportunity. Okay, so we have this is daily time frame, and remember we also have a break of structure here. Okay, so by this time we already know what we're looking for because we know that we are selling, right? So what we need to do is we need to look for inducement, look for key level first, then inducement. So the next thing that we need to do is look at this. If we go to the line chart, you will notice something, that we had a sweep and a break. All right, a sweep and a break, which is already forming a QM pattern. So on this particular day, which was yesterday, we had a rejection. So we can say daily reject daily. And where is our key levels? These are key level. Look at that here. So that's our daily key level, and we also had another key level here, support turn resistance. Okay, but we have this daily reject daily. So what do I mean by daily reject daily? This is it. If we have a daily key zone, the key zone can be A shape as an arrow or V shape as an arrow, it doesn't matter. It can even be an open close as an arrow. So the most important thing is when a key zone is created on the daily or on the 4 hours. So let's use daily for example. So we have daily reject daily and price closed. So what we'll do is we need to check if there was a break of structure. So this is daily, so we'll check on a time frame lower, and in this case it has to be on the 4 hours. So assuming I saw 4 hours to 4 hour rejection, I will have to look for my break on the 1 hour. But now it's on daily reject daily, so I should expect 4 hours break, and this is exactly what we have. We have a 4 hour break there. So the next thing that we need to do is, now that we know exactly what we're looking for, so at this point this was Asian session. Let me mark that out. These two candles here are Asian session. So price swept the Asian low. And of course, another thing that we can check is if we go to the daily 30 minutes time frame, we can check and look for a strong high or strong low. So in this case, we already have a strong high formed here. Why? We had the liquidity sweep, we had the break of structure here, and of course on the 1 hour time frame, this was our entry. This was a major key level. This is our key level, and that's how I entered. And what about the target? This was my target. How do we look for target? To look for target, you need to look for the opposite support and resistance level. we need to look for the opposite key level. So if you find your key level on the 4 hours, you need to look for an opposing key level on that same 4 hour. Okay, you can as well use 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour is almost sure, but 4 hours, at least you know that price can get there and reverse. And in this case, this is exactly what we had here. I think this was a daily zone. Okay, yes, this was a daily open close open or close open level. Open close, close open, they are all the same thing. And of course, if we can see this is a daily key level there. All right, so that's exactly how I look for my exit point. So to look for your exit point, you need to identify the opposing candle, the opposing key level. I hope you understand. Feel free to ask your question in the comment section below.